Of Ian is a weirdo. Today we're gonna do some Halloween makeup. Cause I haven't. I mean, have I? I don't think I've really done any Halloween like specific makeup. So this is more like costume makeup. And I had an idea of something I kind of wanted to do, and then Mel had some ideas that she thought would be fun to do. So I'm gonna. We have three ideas, and we're gonna use AI to pick between the three. Um, Now, I'm not the best at doing like exact replicas of looks. I'm just not. So it'll all be like adaptations of blah 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 blah. Okay, so I'm using Chat GPT, and I'm going to say pick between the devil, Sally, and or the mask. Okay, so those are the three. I don't know why I really want to do like a double look, but Sally and the mask was uh, okay. So it just described to me what they are. Select all, copy. Let's try it again. Okay. Otherwise, we're just gonna go with one. Hi, welcome in. Trying to please pick, maybe if I'm like nice, pick one. If it gives me a long ass fucking stupid answer, I'm gonna thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of doing what you did for a while. Yeah, I was a little manic and decided to cut my hair and oopsies, but it's just hair. I've been wanting it kind of shorter for a while. It just was looking like I got electrocuted on the daily. So let's see what. Okay, would be the mask. Okay, so we're going to be doing the mask for my makeup, which I'm very excited for. I don't really have like any of the let's see, I don't really have any of the like accessories to is my face bleeding, yeah. Yeah, breakout. How are you doing, Carrie? Been thinking about you. Hope you're doing well. Um so I'm gonna look up some pictures of the mask and pick. Okay, these are just like a bunch of random masks. Okay, so there's definitely some built up prosthetics in in the mask. So I love that visual where he's like sees Cameron Diaz for the first time and like his jaw drops and his tongue just like falls out. I love that. I could do something very like Nina Benina Brown, who is an amazing drag artist, and do like paper. But I've really never really done anything like that, so it's a little scary. Um, and I don't have any bald caps. Um, so I have like so I have I have a wig cap that looks like this. So I could paint it. It'd be better than nothing. I don't have any like big hats or anything like that. I could try to do that out of paper too. I don't know. I'm just making up shit now. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm up and down and all around, but we'll figure it out. So let's see. Okay, so I think we're gonna have to go bald head. So I think we're gonna have to go with this. When the bad guy got a hold of the mask, he had his hair. But for some reason, Jim Carrey did not have hair. So let's see. I think that. Okay, let me try to figure out. Okay, so I have some liquid latex. I think. I would need that. Okay, so have some liquid latex from Spirit Halloween because my huge thing of latex expired like 100 years ago, and now it's liquid. It's not latex. It's just liquid. So let's see. So I know I have green face paint, but for is my green paint. Okay, so here's my green. I've used it. It's gotten the most love out of all of my face paints because I don't know. Apparently, I love green characters. Okay, so yeah, I think that we can. Let me go get some green eyeshadow palettes, and I will come back to you. I think I'm gonna make this. What, do I have paper? What if I use my disability denial? I'm just like, okay. I have some watercolor paper that might work really well. And then I need my spirit gum. So I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I don't have anything to entertain you with. Actually, I do. This is my cat who doesn't have a name. If you would like to name my bespectacled cat, please feel free. I would love to hear what you have to say. coming back to you all. I'm coming back. Ah, cute. Precious. Oh, I love it. Okay, this is Precious. So let's get to work. I got some palettes here. I got a cup of water that I need to activate the paint. And no matter what I do, this stuff always stains my face. So that's just gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay, so oh shit, watercolor. So first, we're gonna take some school glue. I'm using the purple school glue. I like it the best because you can see when it's dry. Let me get some music going, get some motivation going. Okay. I guess I did do a Beetlejuice the other day, didn't I? So how's everyone doing? What is everyone crocheting? T-shirt. Don't be a salty heifer. That's awesome. I feel like only you would find that shirt and it would just, it's perfect for you. Okay. Okay, so I haven't used this glue at all yet, and I brought back my mirror on the side, so I'm not using just the camera. So hopefully that means this will be better than uh, the other ones have been. So going the opposite way to the hairs. I haven't shaved my brows like I try to, try to keep up with that. Going to rock it to my mom's. Oh, nice. So, this mask is going to have a lot of facial piercings because I'm not bothering covering that. And if you look at like the facial prosthetics, there's not a whole lot of mass right here in the center of the face other than the chin. So I'm going to kind of do the chin separately. Also, I have a chunkier face than Jim Carrey did, believe it or not. So I might build up my cheekbone. So just apply a shit ton of glue. And if you're gonna put spirit gum or liquid latex anywhere you have a lot of hair, I would suggest either shaving it or gluing it down. Let me. Just like scrubbing it in. It takes so long to get this out of my hair. I have this like brush that it's kind of like a silicone, like spiky brush, and I have to use that 2 days in a row to get the glue out of my hair. But this stuff won't be covered by my wig cap, and I want to try to give this the best chance it can get, so we'll see. We'll just see. I'm really not sure how this is gonna work, like, overall. Like, I was thinking, like, what if I just did, like, the mask itself, like, not when the mask attaches to him, but when, like, just, like, when he, like, holds the mask up, because that would be a lot easier, because that's not, like, full, head. um, but, yeah, I just don't know. What do we think? Do we think that that would work, or would people recognize that? Um, I don't know. Let's put my wig cap on. So apparently it came in more colors, but I got beige. It was the only one they had. I mean, they had tons of wig caps, but this looks like underwear. It straight up looks like underwear, like, doesn't it? Okay, so I guess it should go like this. Wow, I feel extra. I feel like Michael Phelps in the flesh tone growth Olympics. I don't know what those are, but that's what I feel like. It's a little big for me, but that's okay. We can paint this and we can get close enough. Okay, so so I haven't done special effects makeup in so long, so long. So if it looks really bad, I'm really sorry. So I'm taking some cotton and I'm ripping it apart. Well, it's a lot of cotton cotton bits. You don't want any of like the seams in there. If you are using like an oval or a round, like I am, um, you just don't want it as smooth as possible. Um, so I was talking yesterday. So, like, first of all, if you've noticed that my day, or wherever the title is, if you've noticed my day counter like being all over the place, it's because I keep like missing days and like forgetting what day it is and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna start Googling it before I go live. Um, so but yeah, I started seeing a new therapist. I don't think he's gonna make the cut. I just I don't think he has the skill set for me. He seems like a really nice guy, but just I don't I don't think it's I don't think it's a good fit. So I'm just like just getting as much fluff out of here as possible. I forget like if I should like I forget exactly how I'm supposed to like do this. Again, it's been a really long time since I've done special effects makeup, so um other than like like a zombie makeup with like peeling skin, those are really um that's really all I do anymore. Okay. So I'm just getting the fluff. Um okay, and then I'm gonna just try to like just separate it as much as possible. Get this nice. Okay, so he kind of has this like butt chin going on. coffee. I need coffee. Oh, I need coffee too. But because I've been manic, my wife has been monitoring my coffee intake, and I'm like, please just let me have coffee when I want to. Okay, so if you've never used liquid latex before, it smells horrible. Well, it smells like nasty, like vagina. So should have used some Q-tips for this. Okay, so I'm gonna like try to like. I should use my what's the name of this thing? Spatula. And that will be good. It's for your own good. How's your wife? She's been feeling pretty bad lately. Her headaches have been pretty bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some spirit gum all over my chin. So this is gonna help it stick to the skin. You do need a special remover to remove spirit gum from the skin. Just a heads up. But yeah, so yeah, she's not feeling great. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of press that right in there. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm just gonna take these bits of cotton. But I want coffee so bad. I just like, and I'm like such a, like, I was such a delinquent. Like, I don't like rules. I I like breaking rules, so need to be a good boy. Okay, so I'm gonna take my spatula and I'm gonna kind of separate the middle so you can get that like ridge. Okay, and this is good because it really can help like push stuff around. Okay, I don't have a brush or a Q-tip or anything for this. I'm just gonna dip that in there. What is this thick? Is it thick or am I just crazy? Feels thick. All stage makeup smells terrible. It's just like a rule. This is like this is terrible liquid latex. I mean, at least it's like semi-liquid. Oh, good God. So, it's just like chunky and awful. Okay, so I'm gonna put some. You don't need a fancy spatula for this. You can use a butter knife or a plastic knife or anything like that. I'd suggest putting more spirit gum than I did. This looks hella fucking chunky. This is not what I wanted, but okay, we're just gonna make it work. This is really terrible. Try to blend the edges if you can. There's, when you're dealing with a chunky monkey, it's pretty hard to get anything smooth, but just try if you can to smooth out the edges. You really want to cover all of the cotton with the liquid latex. And don't move your mouth too much when you talk while it's drying. So if you're not following it, I do have a second page. I do have a second page that I just started. And it's really easy to find. It's called at Ian is a weirdo, the number 2. And it's in my description box below. And I posted the first cow work that I did, which was a like a webbed collar, and it was really cute. I'm really happy with it. It's a very easy project, and the project itself is free, so you don't have to do the Patreon cow to do the project with me. But if you want to submit your picture and enter the cow for 100 balls of yarn, then you do have to be a member of my Patreon, and you have to send me at least one picture of your final product. So if you are interested in a giveaway, please feel free to go to my Patreon and become a patron. I guess that's what they're called. I don't really know. Okay, so this side's like looking a lot better. It's not my best work. I'm gonna put it out there. It's not my best work. Because this was so hard, I don't really want to do the cheeks. I'll just do that with with foundation and colors and stuff like that. So one of the reasons why this needs to be covered completely, the cotton needs to be covered completely in liquid latex, is because the cotton would absorb the liquid makeup that I'm putting on to it. So it needs to be nice and nice and smooth. So I have I feel like this is like I'm like, do I have a butt chin? I guess I have a butt chin. I know it's called a cleft chin, but it looks like a butt to me. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Okay, so I gave my brows one coat of glue. I'm gonna give them another coat of glue. Excuse me. I have been drinking carbonated water, so definitely more burpy. So we're gonna try not to disrupt underneath, but just add another layer. Try not to get a lot of glue or any glue if possible on your skin because that will add a lot of texture. That you're like, what? No, I didn't want that. Dang, how did I get so behind? Behind in what? Okay, so I'm gonna go in with some powder. I already did the sides of my hair. They're a lot shorter now, so they're a little bit easier to control. Okay, so I need my powder. I like using a translucent powder. I've tried other powders, but they just don't do the job like I need them to. This is just my favorite powder, the Live. I don't know. We're just moving fast. Okay, so this is Cody Airspun. If you smell it, you will be like, that's Grandma's house. It just has that smell to it. So I'm just gonna press a crap ton of powder into my eyebrow. This helps it dry faster. No, I'm not gonna do that on my sideburns because I really don't care that much. And if I'm being honest, and yeah. So Carrie, yeah, you know about the Cal and the Patreon and the giveaway, right? Like you were here for that. I don't have to repeat that. So this is like so like chunky monkey. I freaking hate it. Like it looks so much better on camera, but when you get too close, like the texture is like very, very chunk. So now we're gonna do some painting. I'm going to take. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna take a fluffy powder brush, and I'm just gonna get rid of like any extra powder. And then I gotta find a brush for this. This is Paradise Makeup and the color Amazon Green. So usually with something like this, I want something that closest resembles a paintbrush. And something that will kind of resist staining because this will stain your brushes, absolutely. Okay, I think I know which one I want. Okay, so this has some cream makeup. I'm crocheting, so it might take a minute to answer. Oh yeah, no problem. Okay. So I'm using this brush. This is actually literally a paintbrush. So you start by getting some. It's basically like using a watercolor, except you want it way more pigmented than watercolor. So I'm gonna get it really like liquidy. way more liquidy than I normally get it for my face because I want to cover my head and I don't really want. So, because it is a mesh cap, it's going to absorb um, color differently than my skin will. But at least it's like a little bit of color, so it's better than nothing. But yeah, I'm just getting like a really thin layer all over. You know what I should have done? Should have put white over my sideburns. See, like it's so light that it barely like gets my ears, but like it's just enough because the caps typically are like a nylon, so they won't really. Oh, I got paint on my shirt. It's water based, so it'll come off. So it won't really like actually get. It won't absorb the paint. However, this paint does again tend to stain. So so it'll probably be stained. But I mean, I can just use it for like my gremlin look or something like that, and that'll be fine. I'm not gonna get the back. No one's gonna see the back of my head. I do not care. But I just wanted to look like even-ish for the look. Okay. So let me see what. So like his eyes are pretty. That's pretty like up to the green. It's a jawline. Yeah, they did a lot of prosthetics that we're not getting to today. Okay, so now I'm using a thicker paint to go over my features. But remember, it's not super. So this is just going to be a base. Then I'm going to use some creams. This Paradise makeup is really good. If you wanted to make it waterproof, like let's say you're going somewhere where you're going to be like sweating a lot, I would suggest using a mixing medium. They sell at places that sell theatrical makeup like this. They also sell mixing mediums, and these are liquids that make it not like permeable to like water and stuff like that, depending on the particular mixing medium. And so that makes it a lot better, especially if you're going to be doing anything with the underarms. You better be doing it with a mixing medium because it will come off almost immediately. I've seen it 1,000,001 times at anime conventions. What are you crocheting, Carrie? Or anyone else who's watching? Definitely keeping me definitely interested. I really want to show you what I am working with, but I'm afraid that I'll get green on it, and that's not what I want. But I worked on it yesterday, or like it was the most recent video, and I think it's called the chain loop stitch. on the border. Um, I got the idea from Persian tiles. Oh my gosh, I gotta check that out. That sounds so cool. Um, so I got the idea. I watch like Instagram and all that stuff, and um, Nastasia is like the queen of the YouTube short, I think personally, and and she did this one, and I was just like obsessed with it. So this chin doesn't look great, but hopefully with the cream makeup, it will look much better. But Okay, so I am done with the green. Again, I don't care what's happening in the back of my head. And I'm gonna do cream makeup over this, which will cover it. I think. Well, okay, so I'm using my Athena palette. It is so filthy. Um, but yeah, so now I want to grab some different greens. Let me see if I can find a good brush for that. I think this might be good. I don't really like using these brushes, so they're perfect for things like this. Then here's my white. And then here is a silicone brush. Nope, that's not a silicone brush. Where did it go? There it is. So the silicone brush, it's not even like a brush, really. It's like more like a little flipper, flap, flip flap, flip flap flop. Okay, so this is great for glitter. It's actually made for glitter, for packing on glitter. Oh, looking in the mirror, I look like shit. I didn't look in the mirror more. Why didn't y'all remind me? Okay, so let me get some more color. One thing with any makeup that you use water to activate, you want to let the water evaporate from the makeup before you close it up and seal it up in there. Otherwise, you can introduce bacteria into it. So just be mindful of that. That you want to let it dry. Or like at least like have it on pretty loose. Yeah, I did a real shit job of painting. Okay, no surprise. I'm definitely gonna have to check out the Persian tiles. That sounds so gorgeous. I tried to start my first doily. I used like a larger yarn than it called for, because I just like I can't do like it was asking to use like a 1.7 millimeter hook, and I can't do that. So I got like a 4 weight yarn, and I uh you're like the person I wanted to tell most about it too. Because you're like the only person I know who does doilies. Um, but also because I love you. And I want your approval desperately. Um, so uh, so I used a 4 weight yarn, and I used a 4 millimeter uh, hook. And I haven't made it very far because I keep getting sidetracked by like other projects that I want to do. But it's a skeleton doily, so if you let me see if I have the link nearby, because I think the pattern is free. It's called the postmortem doily. And I just found it while looking for like Halloween patterns. Okay, so that looks a lot better, but it doesn't look great, but like it looks better. I feel like I'm doing like a Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, so I'm like a floating head of green. I am like a green screen head. um, so now I'm going to is that a table runner? I don't think so, but I was actually gonna make mine into a table runner because mine's gonna be a lot larger. So I was just gonna flip the other one that I did. So I was gonna do two. And I was gonna use like this white and lime green cotton I have, and I was gonna make two and do the tops together. Um, okay, so um, so I'm using my Athena palette. Um, and okay, so let's see. So I need to bring kind of this like this green up. So I'm using a kind of like lime green. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And I'm also using it to define the cleft of the chin as well. So just going around it kind of makes that seem a little bit darker. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start building up my cheekbones. And his cheekbones are so high. So we're gonna dip into the white in addition to the light green. So I'm just gonna kind of start to tap and blend this out. So see how that kind of raised my cheekbone up a little bit. But like I said, because it's so dramatic in the it took me away. Oh no, that's okay. You can always come back. Oh, it's gonna put some makeup on these suckers. See, it covered it right up. Good enough. I'm using the lighter green because it'll counteract the darkness of the um, underneath. So I'm just gonna beep, 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 and then blend by tapping it out. They have one just like that. You're all green. Yes, I'm doing the mask for my for a Halloween makeup tutorial. I was either gonna do a devil, and then Mel suggested the mask or Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Um, I'm glad that it did the mask because honestly, I'm not. She was like, you could do like a gender bent Sally, and I was like, I mean, like I've seen it before, and I don't know. I'm just not really moved. I don't know. I know I literally have a Nightmare Before Christmas shirt on, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it this year. I'm feeling tired of it. I'm sorry, I know that's like goth blasphemy, but it's just like okay. So also, in the picture, his jawline is super well defined because the way that they did the makeup, his jawline was kind of like up like this, and then his head was kind of like bulbous. So because I'm not doing the head, I want to do the jawline at least, and I want to kind of lift it up by using some lighter greens to, and I'll probably use some white there, but just to kind of cut it a little bit. I'm not Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. I mean, I like it, like what's not to love, but I'm just not like obsessed with it. I've just seen it too much. It's done. It's like so many people have done Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm just kind of like, okay, I am done. Okay, let me see what's going on with the nose here. I think they actually used his nose. Yeah, it looks like they did. They didn't put prosthetics over it. So, because I have my piercings and all of that stuff, um, I feel like I'm not gonna go do anything on the nose. This looks so shitty. I hate it. I'm so self-conscious about my chin. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with a dark green. Okay, and so it's kind of like a general. Oh, this is mixed with white and it looks so ashy. Okay. Okay, I want to get to the actual green, which is still kind of ashy. Okay, maybe it wasn't the powder. Maybe it was just a. So if you go right underneath a highlight with a contour, it makes it pop a lot more. So it brings kind of that up to the surface. So I'm just kind of blending the two by tapping them gently, but and then I'm gonna go in under. And I'm gonna take it and go. Just got here, gotta go. Okay, Thelma, I said hello. I hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, I tried to like use prosthetics with what I had, but like, so I had this like flesh latex. Uh,
What?
what? You're an idiot. So I used this like liquid latex that I got from Spirit Halloween when like it was like right past Halloween or whatever when I went with my mom and I bought like everything. And it's just like chunks. I don't need your sass, woman.
It looks good from camera though.
Yeah, the camera looks like way better.
Yeah.
The in person, this is so chunky. It looks like I put fucking oatmeal on my face.
Am I good for like color commentary?
I mean, yeah, that's why I wanted you in here, but you're like, no.
It looks
I don't
kind of
want.
like you have like a sponge cake on your
chin. Like a Twinkie?
Like no, like the inside of a cake, how it's all like has so many holes, and it's like. The cake is breathing.
The cake is breathing.
It's your chin.
I was trying to channel my queen, Nina Banana Brown.
No, on camera it looks cool.
I know, right? But on camera it looks cool, and then like if you see it in person, you're like, that looks like fucking chunky oatmeal.
Well, that's not your fault.
I mean, it kind of is. I'm not good at this.
I'm gonna blame Spirit Halloween.
Okay, Spirit Halloween. What's up? What's good?
Come at you, bro.
This green light did not show up at all.
Looks pretty opaque to me.
We got like I have my my water activated, and then I have my queens.
You should have your channel. You should post pictures of all of the green looks you've done, like your goblin. You did like the lady gremlin.
Yeah, I was like apparently I've used a lot of green.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, this is like, wow.
It'd be full, and you're like, sorry, I paint my face green all the time.
I paint my face. Well, I painted my whole body green basically for the goblin.
That is true.
But I did feel like my most authentic self before I came out as trans. I was like, I am a goblin.
I do. I can vouch that you did say that.
I have the receipts on my fucking what is it? Facebook. Didn't I show you?
That you said you were a goblin on Facebook.
No, when like someone had asked you before I came out, they're like, what does your wife identify as? And you said she, but you said she's really going through a goblin phase right now. you said a goblin, she's really going through a goblin phase right now. And I'm like, yep.
Wow, very profound of me.
Yeah, I mean, you're the first person who knew I was trans. Before me, even.
Isn't that the way it's supposed to work?
Fuck if I know. Is there a rule?
This is Roger. Have you met him?
I've met him. He is adorable.
It's so sweet.
Okay.
How hungry are you?
I don't know. I feel like as soon as you said hungry, then I became that.
I'm gonna go look at how long the french fries need to bake.
I kind of feel like I'm like borderline going for like a Gamora Guardians of the Galaxy look. You see that? But like that, I didn't have a bald cap, and I've honestly never used a bald cap in my whole entire life. What? It's a wig cap. Today I got a transphobe and the skinny put. Oh, fuck off. Not you, them, obviously. Winter got a transphobe.
I'm guessing you're gonna take like 20 minutes. I'm guessing you will use like 30 minutes. I'm guessing you will still be doing this in 30 minutes.
I don't actually know. Okay, on one of my posts, I said I was a gender because a lot of people misgender me, but as a man, since I was trans, so I said it. Yeah. Man, I'm fucking tired of transphobes. They're fucking over. I don't give a shit. So to get monetized, you have to do like certain things. It's not just about subscriber count. It was like, no one cares what gender you think you are. No one cares about your transphobic opinions. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fuck off. So I just like, yeah, no one has fucking time for those fucking bad takes. Like, you're a fucking clown, sir, or ma'am, or person. You. Okay, I'm gonna try to like fix this with makeup and try to like make it seem like not Chunky Monkey. I love this movie. I haven't seen it in so long. I thought it was such a brilliant idea for Mel. to bring up because I really just haven't seen The Mask in so long. And like for me, like I know everyone has like a comedian or someone like they love. Oh, that's so nice. It sounds like the Skinny Puppy group is like so good for you. I'm gonna put a little white down my nose just to kind of just give it a little dimension, not to go real buck wild with it. I'm also gonna put some. What's
It's
this?
just a frozen French fry.
Why would I want a frozen French fry?
I don't know, I love frozen French fries.
You're the only person in the world who likes cold potatoes.
I like hot potatoes. Also, you know who's not a transphobe?
You?
Riker.
Riker is not a transphobe,
Well, you're good.
but he is annoying as shit.
I would say I'm also not. Let the record show.
What? Not annoying as shit?
um,
Because I might have something to say about that. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to eat my frozen French fries in peace. And you know what I did? Wait, go.
I changed my Pandora. So like Pandora has this like new thing that like I guess it's not that new, but it's like newer.
Are you talking?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Sorry, just assuming that's happening.
But like so like you can change how you want like your Pandora to like what kind of music you want it to play.
So you do that with channels?
Yeah, so you can say like you can add like to your channel, you can add crowd faves, discovery, deep cuts, newly released, and artist only. And because I only listen to music released 15 years ago, I did deep cuts, and all it did was add Taking Back Sunday. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it's like really funny. It's like, okay, deep cut, we found it. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like make like a little bit of a monobrow, unibrow, heavy masculine brow. Uh, I want to make sure to not disrupt my eyebrows because I don't want to recover them. I mean, I can't really. Kind of stuck with what I got. Okay, so I mean, really, you just paint yourself green. You want to be the mask, paint yourself green. Do as much detail, do as little detail as you want. Everyone's gonna know you're the mask if you have on like the zoot suit. Like everyone's gonna know it. Um, so, so I'm going to put some uh, lid primer on. And it doesn't really matter what color this is. Yeah, I just like I'm done with transphobes. Like, oh yeah, so I look at you with such like stop cramping my style, babe. Yeah, sure. I'll believe it when I see it. Babe, I got prosthetics on my face. I can't move that much. You're such a dick. Um, so, uh, so, uh, anyways, before my wife so rudely interrupted me, so when, so what, uh, YouTube wants for me to get monetized is to like get either a certain number of like video like view hours or get enough like shorts like views on those. And so I was like, okay, I'll do some shorts, like whatever. And like everyone was misgendering me. I was having a mixed episode. I said I was having a mixed episode. And I said it was bipolar. And people were like, what the fuck is this? Blah, 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 blah. And people were like girl. And I was like, not a girl. And one person, when I replied, not a girl, they were like, that makes it even worse. And I was like, the fuck? Like, what is wrong with people? Okay. You know what? We're just not going to put any eye primer on today. We're just going to fucking go do a thing. Whatever. Okay. So, I'm going to use this black lipstick from Lime Crime. I hate it. It crumbles off of my lips. Um, so, who cares if we use it on our eyes, right? I know, right? It was so stupid. I was like, you're a fucking idiot. I just like fucking with people. I don't care what people think. If I cared what you thought about me, I'd make you part of my life. But you're not part of my life because I don't fucking care. So I'm just using kind of like a fluffier ended brush, and I'm taking this liquid lipstick because I couldn't find my eye primer. And he's got kind of sunken in eyes because he's wearing a mask. So nice and smoky. And his brow kind of overhangs um, his eyes, so you kind of bring this like up here a little bit, and you kind of get that effect. Yeah, no, people are dumb as shit. And I don't even like. I'm like past the point of caring. You know, if people have something to say that's transphobic to me, you know, like on one hand, like if people misgender me, and I'm like, hey, you misgendered me, and they're like, oh shit, sorry, I'm it's cool. People, it's fine. We do the best we can with what information we have, right? And if you accidentally misgender someone, and you're like, oops, like, you know, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, then that's okay. That's fine. It shit happens all the time. Um, but when you double down on being a shithead, then that's when I'm gonna ruthlessly make fun of you. This is like actually turning into kind of like a cool look. I don't think it's necessarily giving the mask, but I kind of like it. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna take a little bit of that color and go just the black and just go in between my eyebrows. This is something I do when I'm doing like masculinization on my face, as I kind of create that brow bone. I don't necessarily use black because it's pretty dark for a natural skin tone, such as mine that is very light. But um, but yeah, but adding that little bit of darkness can really add to this effect of like a broader, higher brow bone. That was one of the options they gave me when we talked about facial surgery. Um, was talking about increasing my brow bone, and for me, that's not something that I want for myself. I actually like kind of like this ratio, so um, I chose to put the kibosh on that, but that's okay. Okay, so let me see what else. This chin apparatus is just it's just stupid. It's just stupid. Like it just looks so bad. I can't even, the more I do it, the worse it looks. I think I'm gonna go in with the dark, because like prosthetics sometimes they make things look too light. Um, so I think I'm gonna go in with a darker green. Oh, I love this song. I walked down the aisle to this song. I still don't know what the song is about, but I just really liked it. Okay, so I'm using that darker green, and I'm kind of that like I think that looks better, but I don't actually know. What does his lips look like? I gotta look at that. Okay, so that took it down quite a bit. It's like not sticking right here on my lip. Okay, so I feel like I want to go in with like a little bit of black, and I just want to go in and I want to create that cleft again. I keep on like erasing it. Okay. Yeah, it's like my camera's shit. But like in person it is not great. just know that. Wow, he's a lot lighter than I am. Should I go lighter? Ugh, I don't want to. That's a little weird. Um, yeah, he's a lot lighter than I am. Okay, so it looks like he's got dark green lips, which I do believe I have some dark green lipstick, but I'm just gonna use the creams. Okay. I just feel like okay, so it's got to be somewhere between like those two that we did. So I kind of like that. I think that's the money. It's the money right there. I feel so stupid with a wig cap as a bald cap. Oh, it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Sorry, I can't help it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this black lipstick on. It's terrible lipstick. He does not have big lips, which I don't either. So I can't really know. It does smell really good. Almost too sweet. It smells like frosting. Oh my gosh, it looks so crunchy. Oh my gosh, I can't even take it. Okay, let's see. Let's see. And so he's got his like his features. I think he just it's his expressiveness that's well defined. Um, he does have like that cheek. Um, so he kind of has this like ball of like muscle that they kind of tried to create. So I'm just taking the white and I'm like blending it, just tapping it until I get it to like a point, but it's kind of this like ball right here where it's supposed to like create this like big kind of like massive cheek. And I'm just tapping it out. Tap, 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 tap. Honestly, like the biggest red flag that I had with my new therapist was like he's like, "Oh, my next week's a little crazy, so get in while you can," and like stuff like that. And I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "I'm gonna actually be taking some time off work," and I was like, "Good for you. That's really awesome." That's like very important to have those boundaries and take the time for yourself. And I was like, "What are you doing anything special? Anything fun?" He's like, "Actually, I'm gonna go see the All American Rejects," and I should have just like fucking ended it right there. Not that they're a terrible band, but it's such a weird choice. But he's not a good fit. I already know that he's not. Just based on his skill set, not because of he's like a bad guy or anything. He's just like not what I need. Um, so I'm gonna take this fluffy brush that I used for the black earlier, and I'm gonna even out my eyes. Um, okay, I just can't like. I feel like the two sides of my face look different. Like I feel like I went like this in one and like this in another. But whatever, whatever. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more light green, and I'm gonna. I like that like lighter green. So please don't judge me for my makeup skills. What I've been keeping up with that band. Did they become something not cool? I don't know. I don't know. I see them as like, which is like weird because like I listen to bands of the same era like almost exclusively these days, and I mean I listen to a lot of like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Actually, I listen to pretty much everything. Um, I don't know. I just like I kind of saw them like as like a couple hit wonder. Like I didn't really see them as like a fully fledged like band. I think that's why I kind of was like this was like a weird. I was joking when I said it was a red flag, but like I just like kind of haven't seen them as I just kind of saw them as like the band with an occasional hit rather than like a band that had like a whole like discography. You know what I mean? But like that's me. I was being an asshole. Just don't listen to me. Okay. So I think that I wanna like boop, 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 boop. What is this gonna turn into? I don't know what's gonna happen if I like put it on the cap. Okay, so so this is my the mask look. Look, I fucking didn't even paint right here. So this is my the mask look. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to do the mask for Halloween for any occasion, just paint yourself green. You don't need to go through a bunch of details like I did. If you don't want to, the having like chin and cheek prosthetics is there. Who listens to Skinny Puppy? Yeah, I'm sure they're out there. But yeah, so the chin is definitely like if you have a really weak chin like I do, it's kind of like a necessary part of it. But get better prosthetics than what I make, and look up some videos on YouTube that actually teach you how to make stuff. Hey, Ladybug. I'm doing the mask from the movie The Mask, and Jim Carrey's character. And so my wife suggested it, wanted to see it. I have never done a bald cap, and I have one, so I used a wig cap, which is why you can see lines in my head. But I tried to build up my chin a little bit with some cotton and some liquid latex. Yeah, my favorite color is green too. And I'm really happy that you are here. But I'm gonna turn the camera off, and I'm going to rip this all off my face, and I'm gonna eat. And Mel's gonna make fun of me because of how bad it looks actually in person. That just makes you unique. Yep. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that. But I'm gonna let you all go, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Um, Mel told me I was smoking earlier, so just let that up then.